Good evening. Good evening. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Hope everybody enjoyed their. If you're a football fan, I do hope your team won. If not, all teams. I watched both games. All teams played very good today. I'll just check a couple things here. So yesterday we were playing an old 1996 game for the PC, Titanic Adventure Out of Time, and it crashed a few times because it's a new game. It'll probably crash a few more times tonight, so I'll just save after every conversation. But I did go back in and get to the point where we were at yesterday. So let's see if this starts up.
Again, today's top stories. London has endured another night of German bombing. Most damage was...
Okay, so we are outside the one person's cabin. Georgia. That's what her name was.
Enter.
Alright, here we go.
I wasn't sure you'd come.
Let's see, what did you want to
First,
tell
I
me?
want to know how you fared these last years. Rather well from the looks of you. I'm glad to see you. You're the only person I can trust. Please promise me you'll help. You always were there when I needed you. Now, with my life a horrible mess.
What's
When
happening?
Charles discovered my affair with Sasha, he was quite calm. But I know him, you see. His revenge is taking the necklace, leaving me with nothing. And so I'd never trust him again. Don't you see? They're looking for guns, for bombs.
Who are they?
Sasha's friends. His gallery was their London base. They were rough men, foreign. Sasha told me they were part of a Balkan aid society. Stupid girl that I was, I believed him. But then I found out. These people, they... Charles!
Please, Georgia, continue. Was it my title or my income you found so desirable? I was never sure. Now that both
Certainly not your
assets are
personality.
depleted, why don't you go to Sasha? Maybe he can help, as he's done before.
Ignore him. I see the smoking rooms had its usual effect.
Idle gossip, apparently.
You see his attitude? Please, go.
Since she obviously can't depend on me. Here, take the chill out of the air. Thank you for seeing after my wife. Now I think it best you leave the happy couple, drowning in their happiness. Good night.
Remember, I need your help.
Okay. Let's save so we don't have to have that conversation again. Alrighty. Now I quite literally have no idea what to do. Okay, so I know I gotta talk to the photographer, but he asked me to find his wife. And I don't know. Who that is.
Yes?
It's not her. Map. Let's see. There's some place we haven't been yet. Can't go anywhere in here. I looked at that like I'm supposed to, like I know what time I'm looking for.
Have you seen Georgia?
Why would you ask?
Don't care for me much, do you?
What makes you say that?
There's much you don't know. Let's discuss it over a drink.
It's freezing out here.
Shall we, then? God, much better. Bartender, a whiskey and soda. Yes, much better indeed. Now...
Why was Georgia afraid of you tonight?
Georgia? Afraid of me? Well, that would be a reaction at least. We no longer evoke emotion in each other. We're a husband and wife in name only.
You said there was much I don't know?
You may have heard I am in financial strait. I've borrowed money from Andrew Conkling, money that he is now demanding I pay back. I've none to give. Poverty should remain the domain of the virtuous. I've no taste for it.
Are you telling me that you need money?
To tell you. No, I shall fix things first. And without Georgia. Another drink? Another whiskey for,
Yes, and charge it to my
I
room.
hope you don't mind if I do. Now, you, want to know some secrets. Thank you, bartender. I'll tell you one. George's diamond necklace. It's a fake. The one on her neck, leastways. I gave the real necklace to Sasha. It's in his cabin for safekeeping. When he gets to New York, he'll sell it, quickly and quietly, for 20% commission. I'll pay off my debts to Conkling, put Georgia away, sail back to England free and clear.
Put Georgia away?
She's unstable, as you know, so I'm placing her in a sanatorium. An easy thing to do, given her emotional history. The law favors the husband in these matters. She can do nothing about it. God forbid the suffragettes really do win the vote.
Sanatoriums.
They'll never
A woman
know their
could be
place
thrown
again.
in for literally anything. Why doesn't Sasha sell it for Georgia?
Because I threatened to tell Scotland Yard about his Serbian Aid Society, and because Sasha's a greedy bastard. He'd betray his love for 20%. And Georgia thinks she's outsmarted. No, she's got a fake about her neck and doesn't know. Another?
Not for me.
Good night, then. You'll sleep well. The whiskey and the sea are both smooth for a change.
Okay, so it's in Sasha's cabin. That's probably where the Rubaiyat is as well. Purser's office.
Yes, can I help you? Perhaps. As purser, I'm in charge of the
I forgot where
Titanic's
his cabin
passengers.
is.
Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mr. Barbicombe, try cabin A14.
A14. Okay.
I live to serve. Very good, then. Good night.
Did I miss it? What are you doing here?
Hello. Just seeing to the electric. The fuse box there. She said you have had no time to check her wearing. ADEC's been complaining about the lights all night. We'll get her straightened right out. That is if I can find my screwdriver. Wager I forgot it. Dawn now. Be right back.
Okay, it's supposed to be in here. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, so let's save before I'm caught. Okay. This is to equal 15. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Hold on. Nope, that's too many. A 9? That's a 9. Okay. Okay, that's right. Ugh. puzzles, but how do they expect you to solve this with absolutely no hints whatsoever? I'll be darned. Haha. Okay. Now.
What are you doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately. You have stolen from me. Now I must take what is mine.
Ah.
What are you doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately.
Ah.
Yes, can I help you? What can I do for you? Thank you. I shall return with your valuables in a moment. Here we are. It was tangled up in Mrs. Widener's pearls. That's all then, is it? Good night.
I messed up. Darn it. Now what do I do?
I am sorry, but we have not been introduced. Good night.
Well, that's because you won't say hello. Right, we need to look at this. Nice dishes. Shut up. This lady would be here.
Did you find anything on Zeitel? His mission? His contacts? Interesting. But we need evidence. No. If the Home Office hears of such lollygagging, your next mission's apt to be boiling water for the clerk's tea. We must have evidence. Something to connect this Barbican fellow to Zeitel. There is a photographer, a Mr. Burns, on board. He might have a photo of the two. Check with him.
I feel like this is about to earn its namesake. I literally am about to run out of time here. Somehow an electric bath does not sound like a good Didn't someone say they wanted to meet me in Scotland Road?
Hello, I'm Conkling. Good of you to come. I trust you're finding the accommodation satisfactory?
They are, thank you.
You're welcome. White Star's anxious for everyone to be as comfortable as possible, particularly on the maiden voyage.
Why do you want me here?
Sorry to seem mysterious. You must understand someone in my position, an investor in this ship, needs discretion. You're
What's
under
that?
no obligation, of course. I have a slight problem. You may be able to help. A servant has stolen an important business document from me, and I must recover it. A few years ago, my wife Beatrix hired a young Irish girl as maid in our London house. We treated her well. 2 weeks ago, she up and left without notice, taking a certain letter with her. I'd given up all hope of recovering it, until my wife spotted her this morning on the third-class promenade. Needless to say, I checked with the purser. She'd been scheduled to sail on the Philadelphia, but those passengers were transferred on board the Titanic because of a coal strike.
Why not apprehend the thief yourself?
I'd prefer to employ the services of a third party. You. Government officials, friends of mine, told me a bureau agent was on board. I found you through Mrs. Cashmore, a preposterous woman. But she does have an eye for accomplishment. Look, will you help me? You will be rewarded handsomely.
Perhaps. What's the maid's name? Any more
Her name is
information?
Shayla Hacker. She's 20 or thereabouts. I was her benefactor, one might say.
What's in the letter?
Confidential business matters. Conkling Steel provides steel for ships. This ship, for example. If the contents of the letter were publicized, our competitors would profit greatly.
Just her benefactor?
Yes.
Ooh la la.
This puts me in a difficult situation. This young woman, she could cause considerable damage to me, to my reputation, if she goes to the newspapers.
Where's the woman now?
I've gotten word to her to meet on the poop deck. Go in my place. Tell her there'll be no trouble if she returns the letter. Afterwards, report to me in our suite, B59. Her name is Shayla Hacker. Good night.
What deck are we talking about?
Hello, what can I do for you? We aren't supposed to allow passengers on the bridge. Good night.
Sorry, this section's off limits. Passengers aren't allowed on the bridge. Officer Morrow's in no mood to accommodate passengers right now. He's misplaced his binoculars, and he's in a right proper state about it. Off with you now.
Yeah. Just so happens that I just found them. Flying about. Since he can't keep track of nothing.
Good evening. Ah, my binoculars. Thank you. Borrowed them from Fleet earlier tonight. He's up in the crow's nest. Hope he has another pair with him. Oh, guess I left them somewhere. Thanks again. Well, I suppose it's all right. Just don't touch. Good night.
Okay, there's got to be a purpose.
I think you've seen enough. Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
What did I tell you, Shay? I knew he'd not come in person.
Hush, Jack, hush. Conklin, he did send you, didn't he?
Didn't say there would be two of you.
I told you, it's a trick. I knew Conklin wouldn't come. He sent one of his cronies instead.
Are you Miss Hacker's friend?
I'm her brother. And Conklin, because of him, Shayla's had to leave everything and everyone she knows.
Jack, no.
That son of a bitch.
Oh,
She was his
language.
maid and all the time violating it.
Hush, Jack. I'll have no more of it. Go on, Jack, say it.
You tell Conklin we have his letter, and he'll not be seeing it till he coughs up a tidy sum, too.
How much money for the letter?
5,000, do you hear? Dollars. Enough to get her started right. And if he moves a hand against us, I'll make sure the newspapers get the letter and print it. So tell Conklin. 5,000. Measured against what he has, it's a bloody bargain.
Meet us here again. At 1 tonight.
$5,000. Then he'll get his damn letter. Agreed?
Agreed.
We'll be waiting for you.
What time is it? What cabin did he say he was in? It's not B70. Is it B67? There's gonna be some rando person just knocking on people's doors. Don't mind me.
Come in. I'd hoped to meet you earlier. However, my wife and I were calling on the Astors. Madeline's pregnant. Beatrix was thrilled. We have no children.
I found Miss Hacker and her brother.
I see. It's a ransom. May I present Mrs. Conkling?
This bit.
You should pitch the ungrateful girl overboard.
How about I pitch you up overboard, lady?
Your clothes, French cut. Quite fetching. I forgot to tell you when we first met.
Beatrix is on her way to California. She's got a new project in... Where is it, dear?
A cow town, someplace called Los Angeles. I'm doing up a little resort there. It's called the Beverly Hills Hotel. So, where is the Irish tart? Dreaming of her newfound riches?
We were just talking about that, darling.
My husband and myself extended every courtesy, showed every kindness to Shayla. We've no children. Shayla became quite dear to us. So her theft hurt us all the more for the trust we placed in her. Don't fail us. Now, excuse me. I must retire. I have a frightful headache.
Probably from that hat you have on.
It was a pleasure. Good night. Andrew?
My wife felt strongly about Shayla. As I've told you, we had no children of our own. Look, you must get that letter. Don't wait until tomorrow. See if you can speak to Shayla directly, without her brother. She's in the third-class cabins forward, on F deck, number 59. Good night. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
What you don't know is there is no tomorrow. Man, how do we get to the third class cabins? Why does the music change on this one?
Step lively. Where to? At your service. Take my lift to D deck. Leave me and turn right. You'll see the D deck cabins ahead. Enter. At the corridor's end, make a left. The first door to your right takes you down to the squash court. Little late for a game, aren't it? Now where to? Very good then. Cheers.
That was enough for me. Oh, it's you.
Yoo-hoo! I must confide with someone. It's Mrs. Casebeer. Who does she think she is? I hear she bribed the purser to upgrade her rooms to first class. What a social climber. Is that Archie Gracie? Archie? My dear, I simply must run. Lovely chatting with you. Goodbye.
randomly look at that just has like no relevance.
Right then, where to? At your service. Take my lift to D deck. Take the doors beneath the stairs. Go down one flight to E deck. You'll see the signs to Scotland Road. Turn right and head forward down Scotland Road. Take the stairs down to 3rd class. Now where to? Very good then. Cheers.
Jack, is that you? I'll be right out. I don't want to wake the baby. Oh,
I need to speak with you.
but we were meeting later. Where's Jack?
I want to know about Cockling's letter.
Please, I don't want no trouble. I didn't know the letter was so dear. I just wanted to take something, anything that looked valuable. For the baby. It was Jack who read it. Saw it was bad for Mr. Conkling. He said the bit about selling bad steel would ruin him if it was to get out in the papers.
Ooh. Tell me about the
My
baby.
baby, Eddie. He's the only reason I stood them last month at the Conklings. I knew Mr. Conkling weren't going to leave his missus. I was only a parlour maid, but I didn't care. I was happy to have his baby. Him and Mrs. Conkling, I thought they was so kind. Until I found out.
Found out about what?
That Mrs. Conkling was going to steal my baby for her own. Once I had it, she would fire me and take Eddie first. She can't have her own babies. So they used me to get one, to get Eddie. When I found out that was her plan, I left. I didn't know the letter was anything. I thought it might hold a pound or two.
Tell me about
Anyway,
the steal.
Jack, he says Mr. Conkling got the letter from an engineer up at the mill.
What did it say?
Said the mill's been making bad steel. High in sulfur is what he called it. The steel's no good, and they put it in the Titanic. It'd be a scandal if it got out. That's why Mr. Conkling wants the letter back. But Jack, he says Conkling will have to pay us to get it. $5,000. Mrs. Conkling's probably behind it. All she cares about is a fine name and pots of cash. And a baby. But she won't get Eddie. No, she won't. And if she tries, I'll ruin her. Make her poor as me.
Good night.
Oh, that's Eddie. Bye. Don't forget about our meeting.
I still need to find this one photographer's place. Let's see if we go to the smoking room. It's highly unlikely.
Please leave me.
Gladly. What you did?
A game, mon ami?
Sure.
Fortune. She favors me. It is in the cards. You like to play again? You are the winner. Magnifique. Another hand, mon ami? Bonne chance, mon ami. Good night.
I mean, I haven't really explored this deck, so maybe she's out here somewhere.
Yes, can I help you? Perhaps. As purser, I'm in charge of the Titanic's passengers. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number.
Hello. In need of psychic consultation? This is a ship of destiny, which I think you know. Good night.
Just replying to a text. What's it like? Sorry. Where are we at? I better not have been heard this whole damn time. Interact with me, lady. Can't get any closer, I don't think. Well, this is as close as you can get when she's not interacting. And she's in a blue hat, I'm pretty sure that's it. Is this glitched? Ugh. I'm supposed to do here.
Hello. Good to see you again. Have you seen Stephanie? She's wearing a blue hat.
Yeah, she's in the grand
She must really be sore with me. You've got pretty good advice. I'm going to find her right now. Excuse me. Good night.
They don't let you redo anything here, do they? Okay, so how about we do this? How about we open that. Why'd I save there?
Hello. Good to see you again. Have you seen Stephanie? She's wearing a blue hat. She must really be sore with me. You've got pretty good advice. I'm going to find her right now. Excuse me. Good night.
Okay. Save here. And actually read the friggin' instructions. Make sure you have turned off all light sources or the phone will be exposed. How do I turn off all the light sources? It won't let me turn off the light sources. Okay. Been on the dark for a long time. There we go. Alright. Open the film cartridge, place in the start bath, wait 15 to 20 seconds. Okay. This is probably your picture here. If we did it wrong. Crap. Okay, that's the way we did this. We're gonna get it, okay? "15 to 20 seconds."
Did you find anything on Zeitel? His mission? His contacts? Smashing. What have you learned?
The Rubia was stolen in coal chute and boiler room.
Clearly someone else has filched it.
Zeitel's exchanging the Rubia for a painting he will pick up later.
More art? Zeitel's no connoisseur. No, there's something about that painting of interest to the German High Command.
I met a stowaway named Vlad. He knows Sasha, an art dealer.
I don't have any information about Vlad, but the other fellow, look here. Zeitel's Titanic contact is a London art dealer named Sasha Barbican. They say he smuggles art, and he's not above selling stolen merchandise. The files say he's Serbian, interestingly enough, with links to some shady Balkan groups. No. If the Home Office...
I have these photographs.
Quite significant. This man, here with Zeitel. That's Barbican. I'll keep this. Good work.
What do I do now?
The painting's what Zeitel's really after. You must secure it. Where or how, I don't care. Just find it and bring it back here. Check the purser. He might know where the painting is. Sneak a peek at his cargo manifest. That should help you find the painting. Cargo stored somewhere beneath the forecastle deck. Things are thickening up quite nicely, aren't they? We've got to get our hands on that painting.
And I'm doing all the
Don't
work.
fail.
Oh, what do you want?
What about Mr. Thayer?
Why, what do you know? Not that it matters. I'm much too busy. I must get this message through from Mr. Thayer. Mr. Thayer expects his private train car to meet him in New York, and I can't leave my post. But I need to send this telegram.
Can I help?
Yes, it might be helpful if you delivered this message to the wireless room for me. Even better, why don't you send it for me? Mr. Thayer is a very important man. So send the telegram at once. And when you have, don't forget to tell me. As purser, I arrange dinner reservations, rent deck chairs, the usual shipboard duties. Certainly not. The manifest is the purser's. Only I look at the manifest. I live to serve. That's all then, is it? Good night.
tracked Zeitel and Sasha to the ship's stern. They're having a rather heated conversation. See if you can listen in. I'll track their movements.
Wait, what?
A cold night. I think you'd be more comfortable inside, don't you?
Please, this conversation, it is an important one. Excuse me, but I have not seen my friend in such a long time. There's a lot we must discuss privately. Good night.
How am I supposed to listen in on that? Do that if they can see me.
A cold night. I think you'd be more comfortable inside, don't you?
Please, this conversation, it is an important one.
How am I supposed to listen in? How the frickety frick? Nope, not from there. They can see me.
Sorry, this section's off limits.
I would just listen by the door if it's not an option. Or hide in the boat. They're right there just looking at me, so maybe I need to go.
The drop. It worked as you said. I have it. The ruby yacht's mine.
I hope you appreciate it.
More so the profit it brings.
What will you do with it?
There's an American tycoon who collects rare manuscripts. He'll pay a fortune and ask no questions. But there's just one problem, Colonel.
Which is?
There's a third party on board. An agent working against you. Against us.
How do you know?
My servant who retrieved the Rubaiyat encountered them.
We should take precautions.
What about the painting? Did your associate bring it up from the cargo hold?
No, I don't have it.
No? But I put it there myself.
Sasha, I've discovered a traitor. Don't look so startled. It is not you.
You mean Hadelitz, your associate?
No longer my associate, I am afraid. Willie was an intellectual, and intellectuals aren't smart enough for espionage. Now, I must recover the painting and its plans. I fear this third party may already have possession of it.
And Hadelitz?
Thank you for asking. Willie will bring no further harm to the fatherland, I assure you. Let us plan.
Where did what's her name go?
Sending telegrams for the purser? What about the painting? Sending telegrams for the purser? What about the painting? Sending telegrams for the purser? What about the painting? Sending telegrams for the...
Whoa. You don't need to yell at me about it. To send a message, follow these steps. Set the power to on. Check system breaker switch to be sure it's set to transmit. Set to correct frequency. Red indicator light will blink when frequency is reached. Send the message. Okay. What's in the code? You have to type something in. Is that it? I don't know if that worked. I really don't know if that did the trick, but I guess we'll go talk to the person to see.
Yes, can I help you?
Is that the telegram?
You sent it? Marvelous. I was afraid you'd... Mr. Thayer'll be most grateful. And let them think the purser's not doing his job. I am the purser, and as purser, I am the one who looks after the passengers. Mr. Thayer is vice president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and it is I who shall inform the Thayers that their train will be waiting. So, if you'll excuse me...
Alert if anybody sees paintings. Ugh. Lots of cheese? A lot of cheese. Cargo. Nanook and Beecher shipping.
Does the purser have some keys that can get you into the cargo hold?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to get into the cargo room.
Oh, wait, go away, I'm too... Mr. Isidore Strauss, he's lost a cufflink, and he's so particular.
Mr. Strauss drop it somewhere?
How should I know? There's more than enough passengers on this ship to keep me hopping. Old Mr. Strauss could make things very difficult. Yes, very difficult. Thank you. It is a gold cufflink. Mr. Strauss will be very grateful.
cufflink. If there's any place that it would be dropped, it would have been dropped in the smoking room. Did I guess not? Maybe the trigger's back. He has a gold cufflink. He's probably a very fancy individual. Supposed to find a cufflink. It's after midnight my time, and I do have to work in the morning. So why don't we just call it here, and I'll have to pick this back up. Maybe I'll do a maybe like a midweek stream to see if I can finish this game up before we get into the weekend. But I'm just gonna go ahead and call it here, simply because I do gotta get up. You know how Mondays are. Well, that was interesting. And hey, guess what? The game did not crash on us at all. Oh my goodness. My wife messaged me and that didn't pop up on my screen like it was supposed to. Gonna have to edit that. Alright. Oh, like I said, I'm calling it a night here, so have a great rest of your evening and have a great week. Thank you.